We are in the go-home period for Spider-Man No Way Home. It's almost here. You can almost feel it. You can sense it. Some of you can even taste it because merchandise is out with Spider-Man on it. So, it's almost here, which means there's still plenty of crazy theories to try to put out there before the film is out. Let's talk about a big one that I think honestly holds some weight. Dr. Otto Octavius will help our Spider-Man and Spider-Men defeat the villains. So a working theory that many people have, and honestly I think there's something to this the more we see in regards to Spider-Man with spots and of course the trailer so far, is the fact that something seems slightly off about Doc Ock. Specifically that we see him, he starts battling Peter, and then we see a couple more clips, he's battling Spider-Man, and then he's involved with some of the other villains in some sequences, but they seem to be all over the place. And people bring up the fact that if you look at Spider-Man 2, by the end of that film, Doc Ock has a redemption arc. He realizes that he can save everybody, and it's his time to go, and he's going to do the greater good. Now, people were worried that they're going to undo the character Injustice and completely get rid of this. But there's a couple sequences in everything we've seen where it looks like Doc Ock is not involved with the villains. Instead, there's missing CG, missing characters, and there's the whole thing that we see him in the containment unit, and it looks like he's probably actually helping the heroes to some degree. And it's not far-fetched to believe that if you combine everything we know, the fact that the other Spider-Men are going to have a little bit more of a role than cameos, that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man can convince Otto that he's better than this because he can make him remember what he did to save his universe, that he just about died a hero, and that Peter can get through to him because, again, with great power comes great responsibility. Doc Ock knew this, and honestly, I love this theory. And out of all the theories, out of all the stupidity and insanity we've talked about, and things that I've said, it'd be kind of cool if this happens, but I don't know about that one, or that's just completely outlandish and I hope it doesn't happen. This is the one that I am 100% standing by saying that I hope that this happens. I hope he doesn't just end up a mindless villain, and by the end, he's just like, I'm dying and being sent back to where I was, and I die. It would feel a little shallow to me, especially if you go back and watch Spider-Man 2. Like, he truly does end up saving everybody. So what do you guys make of this theory? Crazy theory? Do you think there's anything to it that could be legit? I personally do believe so. I 100% believe that this will happen. Like, again, what would be the point of undoing his arc? Nothing. Unless they can write that into the plot and there's something that makes them evil that they can't see any good, I don't get it. So, I guess we'll see.